Hi, my name is Will, and welcome to my big, fun, dumb survival. I'll explain the bareness of my inventory in a second, but welcome back to my world. It's a good day. We've actually passed 3,000 days. Quite a while ago, actually. I spend a lot of time just farming and stuff in this world, so, I do a lot of off-camera work anyway. Alright, so I'm gonna head down here, and I'm gonna show off some of the stuff that I've been working on recently, and also, check this out. This is a texture pack that takes a renamed totem and names it, you name it, and then it's a FNAF plushie. So I like the way it looks. I grab Whitley here and journey off into this direction as I explain the bareness of my inventory and my bare basic bone tools. I was mining nether quartz today for a project that I'm working on. I'm gonna start working on anyway, and fell into a pit with a pigman and did not survive the altercation, and I have no idea where I was in the world. I tried to look, but I was kind of just flying around looking for quartz, so I really wasn't thinking about the coordinates too much. So yeah, that's really unfortunate. But anyway, this is now almost in a finished state, I guess. This is supposed to be Kermit, if you couldn't tell. He just doesn't have a face yet, because that's kind of gonna be the hardest part. It took me a while with the arms initially anyway. So yeah, this is a work in progress, but I should have it finished soon. I have been doing some villager work. You'll be happy to know that the goons are alive and well. I moved in 2 new villagers to the goons' house, but I wanted to share that there is a stonemason in this area as well. It's probably upstairs right now, so I'm gonna go up here and say hello. There he is. I have a mod that changes the villager names and stuff so that they all have names. And yeah, this one's named Mel, so kinda cool. I started filming this video originally maybe about a week ago, and I was going to start on this area over here, which looks quite different from the last video. But I was kind of pressuring myself to do it on camera, and I really wasn't coming up with anything too good. So I ditched that idea and just scrapped it, and just started building in a style that I like. I think it's worked quite well. You can see this is kind of supposed to be kind of more of a general store. I'm utilizing the bamboo as windows. That's kind of a nifty little trick that I haven't used before. There's a chimney back here and some more windows. Eventually, this part will actually be covered up. I assume there's going to be another building kind of on the side here. This building is not quite finished, but it's in a state where I don't mind it being this way. I like the idea of this being something up here, but I'm not quite sure yet. But it is basically going to be just a villager working area for a bunch of different workstations and stuff. Once there are villagers kind of just spread around the place. Me dying and stuff kind of put a damper on some of my plans, but not all of them. With an Enderman grinder, it's kind of easy to get my stuff back. I'm really not too worried about it. I'm sad that I lost my smooth pickaxe, which was named Smooth Criminal. I thought it was very funny. And also my sword, which is like the most busted sword in the game. So that kind of stings a little bit. I'm kind of crafting a plan to, is this crazy, get away for a while? I feel bad saying that. I mean, like, if I go away from this area, it's still my world, right? Like, it's still built into this world, but I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit of blockage with this area here. And I kind of want to just go off and try and survive. I feel crazy even suggesting something like that. So, I'm going to do some thinking and come up with some kind of game plan for what I want to get up to. In other news, I watched the debate the other night, and while I was grappling with the crippling fear of the destruction of a country that I live in, I, extended my storage, as one does. So if you've never seen this before, originally it was just this layer here. This was just basically all cherry blossom wood down here, but I decided to extend it, and now it looks really cool down here, and I have a lot more storage space for like stone and stuff, because my god was I running out of storage space. And also look at this little guy. I mean, like, it's the thing is, like, I have armor, right? It's like, and I have tools and I have the ability to start new for myself, but I kind of want to just grind the stuff from like the beginning of a let's play kind of thing. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just like I want Crisis aside, I extended both of these ways so that there's, like, kind of some room for expansion down here. I don't know. I love this world. Don't get me wrong. I don't plan on stopping playing this world anytime soon. But I would like a change of scenery, I think. And whoops, cinematic mode, whoa! I'll figure that out, eventually. And, you know, I think the idea of going off on a little adventure in some, like, new terrain and building there for a little bit would be fun. But, you know, a lot of this base is world building. And I feel like if I don't live here, you know, there's not much world to build. I'd be abandoning everything again. So, I'm kind of at a standstill here. Pringle, what's up? I sleep. So I feel like for the most part, I know how to handle this type of feeling slash, you know, like emotion or whatever. And I think I would have built something kind of stupid and silly. Kind of that's what happened with Huggy, if you remember, at the front of the video, the balcony over there. So it always kind of helps me to build something kind of stupid. And I'm going to build a helicopter today. I kind of want to fill another space in this world, and it's kind of just the air. I haven't really built up in the sky. So if we're kind of looking from my balcony, I kind of want it to be up somewhere in this region here. High enough to where it isn't blocking that, and low enough to where it still still looks like a helicopter, kind of hovering a little lower than it should be, whatever. So I'm gonna build this up and see where it ends up. I think that might be too high up. I think we cut it off somewhere, maybe more so where this is. See, I think this is the height that we're going to need it to be at. I'm going to grab some more scaffolding in just a second and fill this in here. I'm going to try and hit this jump here into this water and... Thank you, and we're going to get this build started up here. Now, if this all is worked correctly, you're about to be sent into a replay video. Using the, you know, replay mod, whatever. It just kind of shows you what I'm doing so I don't have to film it. You're gonna be sent into that. If it doesn't work out that way, I'll meet you back down here on the ground. To waste no more of your time, let's get this thing built. Oh boy, I brought some new shoes. I didn't buy them, I made them. Yeah, off camera, I did a little bit of shoe work so that I had feather falling on a pair of shoes. Because I didn't, actually. That's not on my other pair of boots. Yeah, the helicopter is finished. It's had a couple of changes since you saw it. I'll kind of explain that up here. Might be able to tell, but I changed the propeller to be straight instead of kind of curving like the back propeller does. I just think it looks better from this perspective. I think if it was sitting on the ground, I wouldn't mind that as much. But I think the way that it sits up there, it's obvious enough that it's a helicopter and it doesn't need to be spinning. I added some doors and there's a bed in there so that, like, if I'm flying or something and I need a sleep, I can have a sleep. Yeah, I think that's all that I changed. I like the pattern on the side of it. It might not have been like that the last time you saw it. There's a little close-up view. I also added a redstone lamp up here so that it's just emitting some light. It got dark on me. Anyway, so yeah, you can kind of see it glows at night up there. It's kind of cool to see it at night. I think it really ties together the whole bridge up here of, like, things up in the sky. You know, you got the farm, and then you got the helicopter, and then you got Huggy over there. And I think it makes, like, a perfect kind of trio to sit in front of the building. This building has been here since I started filming the world and stuff, but these buildings here, you know, they still feel pretty new to me. So it's really cool to see this area slowly starting to fill up. The beacon this way is really cool. And if you're wondering why I decided to make it blue and green, it's because I changed that to blue and green a while ago, and I really like it. I think these colors will change seasonally. I'd imagine for Halloween, we'll be changing things around and decorating and stuff, so that'll be fun. Now, that is not the only thing I wanted to get done today, so I'm going to grab Whitley here, and I might as well have Pringle join me as well. And I'm going to show off a little bit of what I did over on this mountain, which you might have seen, you know, Kermit earlier, of course, and then the gray building. But I added this little alleyway here, and there is now, I molded a staircase into the side of this mountain, so now I can ride up here, and then you're greeted by the lily pad, Kermit, and then the gray building here. We'll do something with this eventually. It's very ugly, I know. I think we're going to finish this. I actually Oh, that's really cool from this angle as well. I really, really like that. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna finish this. I have a couple reference photos that I'm following to kind of help me get this done. Very odd shape. It will either look like Kermit or it'll look just enough like Kermit. I'm gonna set you down actually. Horse, go here. Anyway, we're going to get started on this and get it nice and finished. I think there's some concrete in here. Yeah, I can just go ahead and start using to start filling in the face. Anyways, I'm gonna hop into building mode and hopefully try and get this done by the end of the night. I have been putting this off for far too long, and it's time that Kermit has a face. To say I had a tough time with the face would be quite the understatement. I think it looks enough like Kermit, kind of like what I was saying earlier, but you can see this is the face. It looks more Kermit-esque than it did earlier. I had to change the nose quite a bit. That's kind of the reason I decided not to time-lapse this one. It still looks, admittedly, a little weird from the side. I will fix this, or I won't. And then, you know, the back looks pretty done, I think. But it's finished for now. I don't want to keep working on it. I don't want to keep thinking about it. I thought about this frog more than I have my entire life. Yeah, it looks a little strange from down here. I think we could do with some more shading or something on the bottom of them or the top of the mouth. The best view of this is always going to be flying, just like that is over there with Huggy. So I don't think it's too much of an issue right now. But before we wrap up, I have a new little thing that I did down here. I mentioned the storage system in the previous clip, but this has remained unchanged. But there is quite the hole now in this area, but over there is a skeleton spawner. I have some fun ideas for this. I'm not going to work on it today, but it'll be fun. But I think that is all for today. Thank you for watching this video, especially if you made it to the end, and I'll see you later. Bye.